The FX Streamline right now, it is one of FX's top entry-ish, not quite, but it's one of their lower price point rifles, available in 3 different stock options: walnut, synthetic, or laminate. 177, 22, and 25. At the 177, you're going to look at 190cc air cylinder. The same with the 22. When you get to the 25, they're going to bump that up a little bit to 250 cc's. Like all FX rifles, this has the smooth-tip barrel. This is an internally regulated barrel. It has a 3-position power adjuster, side lever cocking action, removable magazine, 2-stage adjustable trigger. It has everything you come to expect from an FX. One thing I will say, I did review this in synthetic, and for some reason, it did not like, I didn't like my face. I kept on leaving blemishes on the stock. I had to scrub them out a little bit, so I'm a little iffy on the FX synthetic stocks. A lot of people like them. Me personally, I'm looking forward to reviewing this rifle in 25 caliber and the laminate at a later time. The Streamline features at the time, new feature from NVX where the breech block actually incorporated the air cylinder into it, meaning the air cylinder is not removable. The advantage of this, it has an internal regulator, and what that does is it helps with the efficiency of the rifle, and it lowers some of the weight as well, and some of the opportunity for leaks to occur when you're filling, and that is a point of failure. The flip side for us air gunners, once they got the process down for this, they were looking at being able to lower the production cost a little bit while still not sacrificing that quality we're kind of used to from FX. On the side of the rifle, there's this 3-position power adjuster. With lower weight pellets, we did find that this was pretty good at the low setting. We found that a high power, we were getting right around 1135 feet per second. Medium power, that was down to about 1,000 feet per second, or right around 12 FPE. And at low power with these lead-free H&N field target trophy greens, we were getting 700 feet per second, which gave us right around 6 foot-pounds of energy. As is the case with other FX rifles out there at the time, you have different baffles available, so depending on how much sound moderation you want to go with, it's a stack of baffle system. That was the big deal with the FX rifles. So here we took the H&M Field Target Trophy Greens, and we're going to be shooting them at high power. Now these are a lighter weight pellet, 5.56 grain, and one shot at high power, we're looking at 1,128 feet per second. We'll take a couple more shots to see if it really changes too much. But as you can see here, 1123, 1150, 1161. It's really right around that 11 to 1200. When we actually hit the barrel, shoot to see what the decibel levels are at, it wasn't too bad. We're seeing, somewhere in the ballpark of 80 to 90. On this one, it was about 92 and change, right at 92 decibels. Now, mind you, that's because this is going really fast. This one's going at high power, almost at the speed of sound, 1,200 feet per second, depending on where you are elevation-wise. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to switch this down to medium power, because honestly, with these lighter pellets, it's just not going to work. That's too close to the speed of sound. Here's a little better, 947 feet per second. So with these lead-free pellets, 950s, these are a good option. This is probably what I would look at if I was looking at doing field target, or if I was just using these for optimal use. Now, at this lighter weight, it's not necessarily the one that you want to go with. And you can see at low power, we're even dropping down below 700 feet per second. Great for plinking, great for target practice, because, you're going to get an insane shot count out of it at that point. Hey, as you can see here, we got some pretty decent consistency out of it at medium power, and that's what we went with. Nothing too high. This is what, if I was looking to shoot field target, which is what this review is focused on, this is the power level that I would use. Okay, now hippies, let's go and try it with a little heavier pellet. These are the JSBs that I normally use in field target. They're 10.34 grains, and you can see here at medium power, I'm getting it right at 17, 18 foot-pounds energy, or 850 to 890 or so feet per second. For me, this is golden. This is what I was hoping to get out of this rifle. And this is why you test multiple pellets. So for me, for this rifle, I want it for field target. For field target, that means under 20 foot-pounds of energy, because I shoot HFT, and looking for that consistency that you get with the slightly heavier pellets, and this has it. 875 to about 890 foot-pounds. Wow, foot-pounds? Really? Let's try feet per second of speed, 18 FPE energy. So this is 25 yards at high power with those low weight H&M pellets, and you can see the spread is all over the place. In fact, that's because we're so close to the speed barrier right here, and if I had a scope cam or something in line with the barrel, I can guarantee you'd see some really funky shots and things flying all over the place, maybe some barrel spin, just the harmonics that happens. So here's what happens though. Same pellet. Now, same range, I drop the power to medium, and suddenly, look how gorgeous this is. 10 plus shot right in there, and usually have a little bit of wind here, so I was super impressed. Hey, now though, we're going to take the heavier pellets, which are a little slower speed-wise, and let's see how they go. Now, this is 25 yards as well, but what I did do here is shoot two different groups because these are the pellets I like, the speed I like, and as you can see, the results show this is really decent. This is what we want out of a rifle for field target. That consistency, we'll be able to hit that 3/8 inch to 2-inch target without a problem at 25 yards. Okay, so now I'm going to take these same pellets and try them at 50 yards. I do want to say that the shooting conditions here were not optimal. We're getting some really weird crosswinds, and it happens. It was not a great shooting day. We were getting acceptable groups and then some out of this rifle at 50 yards. And I really do think that if we had some more time to shoot some more groups, and especially earlier in the day before the wind kicked in, we wouldn't have quite the same problems. Now, you can see the consistency sometimes, we're two shots in one hole, and we're Robin Hooding a lot of them. But, the reason for this review is a field target focus review. I shoot hunter field target. I sit in a bucket, I have a bipod, and I shoot targets between 8 and 52, 53 yards. The kill zones are the little yellow circle there, and there will be anywhere from 3/8 of an inch to a 2-inch kill zone depending on the distance. As you can see here, sometimes they're a little hard to see, especially when you're looking at a 50-yard shot. Some of the shots also are going to be offhand standing or kneeling, in very rare instances prone. But this is what field target is like. Now, here is kind of what it looks like when you're actually doing some field target. You use the side focus wheel to help you range, and what happens is once you get that target in range, after you've calibrated it beforehand, you'll have an idea of what distance you're going to be shooting at. So it's not going to be right at center because there is going to be a little holdover and you have to worry about windage. But you're going to kind of line up your shot and you're going to shoot and try knocking down your target. Now, as you can see here, one, yes, I'm not the greatest shot. But two, more importantly, I learned the hard way, shooting through the scope cam, not the easiest. Once I calibrated a little for it and got a little more used to it even, you can see things got a little better. So this is kind of what you do in field target. Use the focus, sometimes go a little past focus, come back in, find where your sharpest point is, and then you're going to actually take your shot. Now, for hunter field target, you are limited in your zoom. Here in the US, it used to be 12. They're looking at switching that to 16x power. We'll see what happens in the near future. But, it's not the easiest, depending on the field that or the club you're shooting at, but it is a ton of fun. And, you know, it's a good way to spend the day and have some fun with fellow shooters. Come on, Rabbit. Need to drop. There you go. So there you have it, the FX Streamline in 177 with a field target focus review. If you have questions on the Streamline, we were lucky enough to get to review it in both 177 and 25 caliber. So hit us up in the comment sections below. Take a moment, hit that subscribe button, take a look at the videos here on the left or right, and happy shooting.